So I was fortunate enough to be invited into a school in rural Guatemala, and I was able to see just how these kids learn in a remote area in a country that unfortunately is lacking a lot of resources. So I'm going to take you into this school and I am going to show you everything about it. So here we enter this room, and this is the main entrance. You can see pictures on the walls, and these were actually volunteers, mainly from the United States, who came to Guatemala and built up this school, as well as many other schools around this area. This school is literally in this woman's house. You'll see the woman through many of the clips. There she is on the left. And yeah, it's her own personal house, and she teaches the kids in the house. The school has around 30 students every single day. So with the school, it's multiple levels. The house has 3 levels, and all 3 levels are dedicated towards schooling. Here we see one of the rooms that normally during the day there are going to be some tables with chairs. Here they took those out just to give us more space to be able to walk through. And yeah, this is one of the main areas. And now as we look to the right, you can see how this is literally just the kitchen. We see the stoves, we see the fridge, we see the sinks, the microwave, the oven, and normally students are studying and learning right there. Here is another kitchen where we have a wood-fired stove. So yeah, we really see the integration of the family life with the school and how this woman is really solely responsible for the education for these elementary school students. Here now we are walking out onto the balcony where we can see the parking lot for it. We can see that this is so different than the United States in every single way possible. Here now we can see that there are some things where it's teaching kids letters, and it's numbers, and it's the seasons, and there are instructions. There you can see the primary and secondary colors, red, yellow, blue. Here are numbers and subtraction. So yeah, this is what it looks like. There are different rooms depending on the subject. So right now we are in just kind of like the general room, but here now we are in the learning letters room, learning the months, learning the alphabet, and now the computer room. So this computer room I found was interesting because I thought it was great that they have 4 computers here for these students to learn. You see 3 right here, and then there's one more along the side, but they're old-fashioned computers, which is rather unfortunate. Then there's the room specifically dedicated for the math, and then now we are going to make our way up onto the 3rd floor, where we are going to go onto the balcony and see what's outside. You can really see it is just in a residential area. You look down below and you see the homes, you see the metal sheets that really make up these homes, how these are almost like makeshift homes. The infrastructure unfortunately is not that good. And yeah, it's right in the middle of this community. We look down and we're seeing into people's yards, and just, yeah, it makes you think how fortunate many of us are to be living in the United States and be having our normal education system. So yeah, I was really thankful when I came here to now remember what I have. Here now is the worship room. So Catholicism in Guatemala is really, really important. It is deeply ingrained in society. So they do have a worship room right next to the balcony. Catholicism takes over everything in Guatemala. When it's leading up to Easter every Sunday, they have processions in the streets, and it's a great and fun atmosphere. And here, once again, we're seeing just the residential area and the unfortunate lack of infrastructure. But we're about to do something very cool. So now we are in the basement of the school, and this is actually a textile shop. This woman who runs the school also runs a textile shop. All of these that you are seeing, all of these clothes, all of these blankets, everything in here, these bags are handmade by her, as well as a few other of the moms of students of the school. And they sell them across the community. Sometimes they will go into cities like Antigua or Guatemala City and try to sell those there. And all of the money that they receive from selling these textiles is put right back into the school. So a few of us who were in our group bought some of these garments, these bracelets, to be able to support the school. You can really see how it embodies the true Guatemalan culture, how colorful it is. Guatemala is such a colorful country. All of the oranges, the blues, the yellows, everything about it, it is awesome. It just brings so much vibrancy. But again, even though you might think that, wow, this is awesome that they're selling this, it's so unfortunate that to be able to have money to have basic things for the children, that they need to have a second job like this and selling this, all while this is still in this woman's home.